Hello everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. In this episode I'm gonna be going through the CSS List styling properties. So yeah, let's get into it. First I wanna tell you that the list types that we can style are unordered lists and ordered lists. We cannot style the description lists that are created with the DL tag and DT. This cannot be styled. Alright, that's gonna be my example of a DL list. But however, the UL and OL, unordered and ordered list, they can be styled. So I'm gonna make some example items here. This is gonna be item 1. I'm gonna copy this, paste it a few times. Alright. Then I'm gonna do the same right over here. So yeah, we got an unordered list right over here and ordered list right over here. So let's get to the styling. So I'm gonna select the unordered list first. So UL, and then I'm gonna type a property list style type. Let's use a circle. Oh, there we go. Now that's basically the same as the default, but the circle will not be filled with color. Then we have square. The items or the symbols will be squares. Then we got upper Roman. It's gonna be using Roman numerals. And then we got lower alpha. It's gonna be using ABC. Alright, so these are just a few examples. I'm gonna go through all of these. So we got the Armenian characters. Then we also have the decimal, which is basically numbers. We got decimal leading 0, which looks like that. Then we got the disk, which is the default. Then we got Georgian characters. Then we can select lower alpha, lower Greek, lower Latin, lower Roman, and we can even set the style type to be none. Now we don't have a list style. Alright. Then we have squares, which I already showed you. We have upper alpha, upper Latin, upper Roman. So yeah, these are the styles that you will most often see. There's some styles as well that are not included in this list, but they are rarely used. Alright, I'm gonna go with the value of square. Then I am going to select a list style image. And here we can type in a URL. And I'm gonna go to the images folder and I'm gonna take the smallcube.gif. And these need to be in quotes. So now the list style image is this small cube, as you can see. And actually we don't even have to use the quotes around here. It's gonna work without them as well. Alright, then we have the list style position. So we can set this one to be, for example, outside. Now nothing seems to have changed. However, there has been a change. I'm gonna show it to you by creating a copy of this. I'm gonna paste it right over here. Alright, there we go. And I'm gonna add a class of list1, and over here I'm gonna be adding a class of list number 2. Alright, then I'm gonna select the list1. I'm gonna use these values, and then I'm gonna select list 2, and list style position will be inside. So now you can see that the lists are styled a little bit differently. So yeah, basically the outside is the default value, and then the inside makes these items go like this, similar where the DD tags go inside of a description list right over here. So yeah. Also, I was lying in the start of the video a little bit because I said that the detailed or description lists can't be styled. They can be styled, but not with these properties. So yeah, of course you can change the color and stuff, but not with these. So yeah. So now you know these properties. Then we have a way to remove all the default settings. So I'm gonna be setting the list style type to none, margin to be 0, and padding to be 0. Now we have a list, but it doesn't have any design into it. So these are all the default settings that have been removed. Like usually, we also have a shorten property, and the shorten property's order is this. First, list style type, second is this list style position, and third is the list style image. So we can use the shorten property as well. So I'm gonna take the list1, and I'm gonna set the list style to be let's say square inside, and I'm gonna add the small cube.gif. So now we have a styled list over here with the shorten property. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get rid of this list number 2. And I'm gonna show you some color styling. So we can make the background color to be, for example, light green. There we go. I'm gonna go with this. We can set the border radius like normal. It will be rounded. And we can set some padding of 10 pixels. Overflow none, or auto or hidden, however you want to do this. Visible or something else. But I'm gonna make the padding 20 pixels. Right now it's not overflowing. Alright. And I am going to change this to the unordered list. Alright, then I'm gonna take the unordered list, and I'm gonna take the list items, and the background color of them will be red. Alright, I'm gonna use this. There we go. And we can add padding to these as well, let's say 5 pixels. And we can also add some margin that's left 40 pixels. So that's what it looks like now. If I make it 80 pixels, it will look like that. Alright, Then we got the ordered list right over here. So I'm gonna select OL. I'm gonna make the background color to be something blue. Alright, let's go with that. Then I'm gonna take padding, add the 20 pixels of that. Border radius 10 pixels. And then I'm gonna select the OL and the list items inside of the ordered list. And I'm gonna change the background color to be, well, yellow. I'm gonna use a slightly less bright or slightly brighter yellow. There we go. And we can do margin that's left 40 pixels or even margin right 40 pixels. So there we go. That's how to style the lists in CSS. I'm gonna show you a few more examples. So I'm going to remove these but leave the list one. So we can create a list with a, for example, left border. So I'm going to take the unordered list and the border that's left will be, let's say, 5 pixels solid green. Alright, background color is gonna be yellow. I'm gonna change it a little bit. That's good. List style type none, and padding 10 pixels on the top and bottom and 20 pixels on the right and left. Alright, then I can take the unordered list and any list items inside and make the background color to be orange. Add some padding of 5 pixels, margin 5 pixels. So yeah, we can create a list like this as well. Alright, I'm gonna give you a few more examples. Let's take the unordered list. List style type will be none. Padding 0. Border will be 2 pixels solid gray. Alright, then I'm gonna take the unordered list and the list items. I'm gonna add some padding, 10 pixels by 50 pixels, and add a border to the bottom, and I'm gonna make it 2 pixels solid gray. So now we got a list that looks like this. So yeah, and then I'm gonna take the unordered list. As you guys can see, the bottom of this list right over here is a little tick. To fix that, I'm gonna take the list last child. That's gonna be this one over here. So that's the last child element of this unordered list. I'm gonna set the border bottom to be none. So now we got a list that looks like this. Alright, so yeah, those are some ways to style lists in CSS. I hope you were able to learn something new in this episode, and I hope I'm going to see you in the next one. So yeah, that is CSS list styling. Anyways, see you in the next episode. Bye bye everybody, and have a wonderful day.